With a single day peak of 35k COVID plus around the nation, Government of India has revised the circular by depicting that N95 mask is not capable of protecting from SARS-CoV-2, and that's too particular with respirator, and has been compulsorily suggested to wear homemade reusable 6-layer mask, which does not leave any gap between side face and nostril. So children, wear mask, because sheer mask can save at least 7. So children, during this calamity also we are studying a lot, and you are gaining knowledge of fossil fuels in our regular classes, and I have given you pretty good idea about the fossil fuels and covered up till coal. So now after coal, what's remain most important in this chapter is your petroleum. So today's highlighted, or you can say the most important topic of the lecture will be your petroleum, and I am going to start it now. So first of all, try to understand what is petroleum, or you can say it alternatively crude oil. You can say it liquid gold. It is also called rock oil. It is also called mineral oil, children. So it has many names, but the meaning is same. That is your sticky black color liquid, which is found in the your ocean's bed, in the mines found inside the ocean's bed. So what is petroleum? Let us start understanding about it. It is also a fossil fuel, and fossil fuels are naturally occurring, means they are not manufactured in a factory, but they take very extremely long period of time in their formation, and which is around over millions of years ago. And when we are talking about petroleum, then it is an animal product. Most of the animals have oil content in their body in the form of fat, and there is a huge aquatic kingdom inside the oceans, and in these aquatic kingdom you can understand that how big aquatic animals, which are shark, whale, starfish, etc., live their life, and their body gets dead, and after dying they somehow, if they get buried inside the sedimentary rocks, inside the layers of the sedimentary rocks, then the temperature which is coming from your sunlight over the surface of the water, and the high pressure which is applied by the sedimentary rock is falling on their body, and their body oil starts separating. Body oil, which is nothing but the fat content of their body, starts separating, and this is actually your crude oil, or you can say petroleum. So you can also say that it is nothing but a decomposition of the organic matter in an extremely lengthy period of time, which is around million years. So boys, this is your petroleum, which is also called crude oil, and we are in our country, we are in scarce of the petroleum resource. We have lots of coal resource, because there are lots of coal mines, and we have lots of natural gases resource also. But where we are lacking, or what is the shortage in our country, is the sites where the petroleum mines can be found. There are only few of them, like your Bombay Highway, or Digboi, Assam, or Kota, etc. There are few of the petroleum mines available, but maximum of the petroleum is imported. So what is the importance of petroleum? Is nothing but it is used as a fuel in all type of power vehicles, heating units, and machines, as well as been converted into plastic as well, the petrochemicals, because the petroleum is nothing but a mixture of many hydrocarbons. What are hydrocarbons, children? Hydrocarbons are nothing but the compound which is formed by the chain of carbon atoms attached with hydrogen atom. You know that carbon is a combustible substance, and hydrogen also is a combustible substance, and their combination will be how much chemical combination is your hydrocarbon. So how much combustible it will be, you just imagine. Coal has just carbon, and then also it is so combustible, but the carbon with hydrogen makes the fuel a better quality fuel, and it burns with more completion, and it gives gives more calorific value. So this is your petroleum. Petroleum is a big reservoir of lots of hydrocarbon together. In some of the hydrocarbon are only in the form of hydrocarbon, means only carbon and hydrogen is found in some of the compounds of the petroleum, whereas in some other compounds of the petroleum, apart from carbon and hydrogen, some other elements are also found, and they are called petrochemicals, and these petrochemicals are used in the plastic industries, in the dyes and detergent industry, etc. So this is the importance of petroleum. Apart from being used as a fuel by the maximum population of the world, it is used by fuel and does its global service. It is also used in the manufacturing different types of day-to-day life goods like your dyes, paints, plastic, fibers, etc. So the petroleum has a great impact on the economy of a country. If a country has the petroleum resource and it is blessed with the petroleum resource like your Middle East, Asia or Gulf countries, then they naturally become extremely capitalist, rich, because they sell petroleum. We are also the importers of petroleum. We are not blessed with to have our own resources, so we have to import it at very high price, and then the refining is done in the oil refinery, and then the petroleum products are formed, and then these petroleum products are sold. So the cost of selling it is very low compared to the cost of buying it as a crude oil. So that's why I am saying that the petroleum has a great impact on the global economy. Either it will make the country rich, or it can affect the country's economy badly also. So we are inversely affected. Now children, try to understand how the petroleum is converted into petroleum products, means that crude oil how becomes useful in our day-to-day life. It becomes useful in our day-to-day life only after its refining, after its purification, and the purification process is nothing but the fractional distillation. That distillation in which the mixture distillation is a type of separation method which is used to separate miscible liquids. So if there are miscible liquids, means the liquids which mix very well into each other, and their boiling point gap is not very high, means their boiling point gap is less than 25 degrees Celsius, then the simple distillation is not followed, but the fractional distillation is followed. With the help of a fractionating column, fractional distillation is done, and that's what it is done here also, because the petroleum has lots of petroleum products which have very less boiling point gaps, and that is why they can only be separated by the fractional distillation process in a fractionating tar. And it is an industrial process. In our India, Mathura refinery is one of the most important site, or you can say place for the fractional distillation of petroleum. So how the petroleum is distilled? Petroleum refining is done first by the extracting the petroleum from its mine. Oil drilling is done, means the pipes which drill the oil and extract the oil from the oil wells, and they reach till the sedimentary rocks, and from there they get the how the satellites etc gives us information about that where are the sites of the petroleum. After getting idea, then it is drilled, and then after it is going for the refinery process, and in the refinery process then it gets converted into the different petroleum products. Now I am going to tell you about the fractional distillation. So this is the rough diagram that I have tried to draw to explain you about the fractional distillation process. At the bottom you can see there is a connection of the pipe, and through this pipe the you can say the mixture of petroleum, the mixture crude oil is sent in the fractionating tar, and then it is heated. And when it will be heated, what will happen, that its volatile part, means there is lots of lighter compounds also in the form of hydrocarbon in the petroleum, so they start getting evaporated, and when they evaporate they start reaching to the topmost place of the column, and there it gets separated in the form of you can say the number of carbon atom in this volatile gas, evaporated gases, will be between C1 to C4. And at the 20 degrees Celsius, this is your liquid petroleum gas which is obtained, and then it is taken out and compressed in the cylinder. Then the second petroleum product, which is the little heavier than the LPG but second most lightest, had the carbon number of carbon atoms from C5 to C9. This is the range of the carbon atoms, C5 to C9. And this is your naphtha. Naphtha is used mainly in making the, you can say, this is a petrochemical. This is not pure petroleum product which is used in the vehicle. This is petrochemical, naphtha, which is used in making plastics, fibers, detergents, dyes, paints. This is actually used as a solvent, that I'll tell you. This is your naphtha, which has the number of carbon atoms beginning with C5 and it may can end till C9. Then the temperature remains here 70 degrees Celsius. When the temperature rises to 120 degrees Celsius, then the separation of C5 to C10 hydrocarbons start separating, and that is your petrol or gasoline also we can call it. And this is the most important petroleum product, children, which is used worldwide in the vehicular fuel. Vehicle fuel everywhere, petrol. Small vehicles use petrol, and this is big help in the transportation. After that, it is going as higher as 170 degrees Celsius, and at 170 degrees Celsius, C10 to C16 bulkier hydrocarbons are then separated, and that is your kerosene oil. This mixture is called kerosene oil, and it has big use in as a fuel also. In villages, people burn wood, etc., cow dung, cake, etc., with the help of kerosene oil in the gas stoves, in the lamps. And then you're in the fighter jet plane also, kerosene oil is the fuel only. When the temperature rises to as high as 270 degrees Celsius, then boys, the second most useful petroleum product, which is called diesel, which is used in the heavy vehicles, and it is blessings for the transportation of the goods from one place to another place. And you can say that this is most useful petroleum product, and it has carbon atoms starting from C14 to C20. Beginning from C14 to C20 will be your diesel, and will be separated at 270 degrees Celsius. And then will be your lubricating oil, which is a thicker liquid which is used in the engines, etc., for the smooth functioning or to run the frictionless etc. Then your last product is your asphalt, or you can say bitumen also, or fuel oil also, is as a residue it is obtained, and this residue is what used in the you can say road surfacing, etc. That is your carbon till carbon 70. This is called C70 also. So this is the whole process of fractional distillation, which is done by the heating of the crude oil and evaporating the crude oil into at different temperature into the different petroleum products. So these are the different petroleum products and their uses, which I told you while I was explaining about the refining of the petroleum in the fractionating column. So it might have got clear to you. You will read it and you will understand it more. So this class must have remain useful to you in understanding the next and most important fossil fuel. This is most important fossil fuel, in fact, that is your petroleum. And try to add up ideas with your own selves also, I will say, because you are also smart kids, and try to gain idea by the different resources.